Hello, hello, hello. Come on in. Hey, best friends. Hey, best friends. Hey, best friends. Hey, best friends. Come on in. I didn't grab another device so that I could see you guys' comments. Listen, as you guys come in the room, say hi to me. I'll say hi to you guys. You see the title of the video. And I was able to grab Chaun on her way out the door. I said, not so fast. Not so fast. We got some questions for you. Huh? Tell Chaun, say, Chaun, we got some questions. We have some questions for you. Hey, best friends. I see you guys coming in. Now, I can't see the comments up here, but I can see them down here on my other phone. Hey, Miss Clotella. Hey, best friends. Hey, everybody else that's coming in. I see you guys. I can see you. Listen, as you guys come in, let me do my introductions. For those of you guys who have no idea who I am or where you found yourself, I am Candy Sincerity Johnson. Behind the camera, we have
Chaun Johnson.
Miss Chaun Johnson extraordinaire.
Hey, best friends.
And together we do a host of things. But what we're notably known for in these internet streets is being the owners of an amazing brand called Sincerity Johnson. Shout out to all of the best friends who shop Sincerity Johnson and who have been purchasing their mystery box.
Yes, thank you so much, best friends.
Yes, yes, yes. Hey, Miss Darnice, Miss Cicely, Miss Renee, Miss Tammy, Miss Sheila, and all of the other best friends. Shout out to our amazing replay community. Good to see you, Miss Debbie. I see y'all. I see you coming in. I see you. If you have questions for Chaun, say, I got a question. Because I know I got me some. Huh? If you have questions for Chaun, just say, I have a question in the comments. Because I know I got me some. Hey, Miss Sandra. Hey, everybody. Miss Melissa. I see y'all coming in. Listen, I got to tell y'all the story because I typed it in the post. So if you're lost and you're trying to figure out what the nature of the conversation is, let me bring everybody up to speed, okay? So I drive a Cadillac XT6, right? And I've not had any problems with the Cadillac until this truck situation where I don't know if it was water in my tail light or what happened, but my driver's side tail light blew out. And I had to take it into the shop for repair. Well, they have my truck for about a day or two. So I'm telling Chaun, I said, well, girl, I still got to go to work. You know, I got to get back and forth, to and fro. I got some errands to run. So Chaun said, well, our schedules worked out so that my schedule and her schedule didn't conflict. And we were able to, for that day or two, share her car, right? Now, I'm never in Chaun's car anymore. I used to drive Chaun's car all the time back in the day. I'm never in Chaun's car as a driver or a passenger. So there's a lot of goings on with Chaun's vehicle that I just don't pay attention to in these days, okay? So I'm driving the car and I get to my destination and I'm sitting there in the car and somebody said, because it was just me in the car, somebody said, look down at the little console, you know, that little compartment that's right up under the radio and stuff. You know how it's got the little, you know, sometimes y'all throw y'all loose change over there or your cigarettes and, you know, whatever, you know, your cell phone. It was right in that little area right there, right before you get to the cup holders. And I said, oh, a business card that's turned over with some funny writing on it. And so I picked up the business card and the business card said Nancy. And it said 815. I don't know. And then at the bottom of the phone number, it said stud. So I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna hold you up. I'm not gonna act like this happened today because it did not happen today.
No, it did not.
So I took this picture and I sat with this picture in my phone for a few days. because that's the kind of girl I am. I'm an Aries. So sometimes when you got a card to play, you know, you can't throw your wild card or your draw 4 card down first when you playing cards. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to just play the game. So I sat with that picture in my phone for a few days and I said, self, how do you feel about this picture? Pon the phone. And I just said, you know, maybe you should ask her about it. Maybe we should just ask her about it. Because I want to know, has Nancy purchased a mystery box?
No, she has not. And she has not ordered any items from Sincerity Johnson.
Well, to me, if she was any kind of stud, if she was any kind of lady that supported the movement, seemed to me like she should put her money where her support is. She should reach out and be a part of anything that you have going on if she's a friend. Thank you for being a friend. Do, 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 do. That seemed to me like if Nancy was a part of the best friend community, you know.
But she's not a part of the best friend community.
Cicely said Nancy is the mystery. Are you putting Nancy in boxes?
I am not putting Nancy in any boxes. No.
Is Nancy in the box?
Nancy's not in the box. No.
Clotella said, has Nancy held the box?
Nancy has not held the box. No.
Okay, so we started playing games with you. And see, this is the thing, best friends. I don't care. I'm asking on your behalf, okay?
You don't care.
Because
you took the picture that was you took the business card that was in my car and took the picture with your phone because you were doing this for the best friends who had no knowledge of anything that was going on. So you did this for them, not for yourself.
Right.
Okay.
Because
Right.
We're talking about me in this moment. I do good philanthropic work on behalf of the people. I know what the people want to know. I know what the people want to hear. I know what questions the people want to have answers to. And so the first thing I did was I said, Self said, what? I said, girl, we need to get to the bottom of this because, girl, people want to know, girl, what's going on with Chaun? And moreover, what's going on with Chaun and Nancy?
So first of all,
who is Nancy?
First of all, okay, when you asked me about it, I literally had to try to figure out what you were talking about because that card has been in my car for the better part of when did we get rid of it? 23?
I don't know.
That car has literally been in my car for at least 2 years.
Okay, so wait a minute. That opens another door. Hold on, time out, flag on the play. Flag on the play. That opens another door. That opens another door. In 23, were we together or we wasn't together?
We were not together.
That's the other girl. That's the girl that took you out to breakfast and y'all was rendezvousing. What was her name? Megan or Tiffany or Nancy?
Tiffany.
Or what you wrote Nancy as her code name?
First of all, if I am meeting somebody, if they in this day and age, in the Lord's year of 2025, if you are writing your name and phone number down on a business card and we both have cell phones, what is the problem? That's the main thing for me.
Well,
I'm not writing we are not in the 90s when you used to be like, can I have your digits? What are you talking about? Why are you writing anything down?
Well, it depends on what setting I met you in. You see? Because if
what
I met
setting
you,
are you in where you can't have your cell phone?
It's not even a thing of I can't have my cell phone, but I might want to give you something tangible with my number. You see what I'm saying? I may want to, let me see this envelope right here. You know, I may want to write something where as we look back, you'll still have, Candace written on the...
No, I won't. Not in this day and age. I won't. No. But anyway, that card has been in my car forever. First of all.
So for 2 years, you've been running around with Nancy for 2 years. You've been running around for 2 years with Nancy?
Sure, that's exactly what happened.
So, okay, so let's replay what we know because this is loud, live, and in color. You see what I'm saying? First, she said, I don't even really know. I don't know who.
Yeah, because I couldn't remember.
I don't know who this is. That's what she said.
I honestly couldn't remember.
Then she said, well, it's been in my car for about 2 years. Then she said,
I literally had to go and get it out my car and flip it over to even be like, oh, that's what it is.
Anybody else want to know who it is? Yeah.
The best friends don't care.
They do. Debbie said, get the stud. It's the stud part. Inquiring minds want to know.
Miss Ann said, Candy, are you a little jelly?
No, I'm just doing investigative work. That's all.
She's just being a PI for the best friends.
I'm just doing investigative work on y'all behalf.
Because y'all really wanted to know.
I'm just doing investigative work on y'all behalf. The best friends in the comments, when I posted that picture, they definitely was like, girl, we want to know. We want to know what it's giving. We want to know what it's giving, girl.
Well, to answer the question, if you had shown the other side of the card, I
didn't see the other side of the card.
Oh, okay. So you went down this rabbit hole without even doing your due diligence.
Well, because the other side of the card didn't have nothing to do with what was on the back of the card, right? If it said State Farm Insurance on the other side of the card, what's that got to do with Nancy phone number stud? You see what I'm saying? If it said Discount Tires on the other side of the card, that ain't got nothing to do with what was written on the back. And quite frankly, it was face up. It was Nancy face up. I didn't go turning around and flipping and investigating a business card. It said Nancy face up. Phone number. A stud. Who put a description of themselves?
Well, she wasn't talking to her. She wasn't talking about herself.
That's like me saying, Candace. Phone number. 5'3" big stomach, brown eyes. What are we doing? What are we doing? You see what I'm saying? That don't even make sense.
Oh, God.
So so we got another question. Do you or do you not know the story? What's the story? Because the story seemed iffy.
Of course I can tell you exactly what the story is. That's what I was trying to say. If you had turned the card over, then you'd have known where it came from.
Hold on, we got some questions. Everybody really want to know who Nancy is.
Well,
who is Nancy?
To answer you guys' question,
it's taking her a long time.
Nancy was Bumpy's groomer.
Who was Bumpy?
Our dog that we had. Okay. Because if you had flipped the card over, the business card was from the groomer where we used to take Bumpy Johnson to.
He didn't go to nobody named Nancy.
She was one of the people that worked in the place. I'm not going to say the place because then that's giving too much information. But had you turned the card over, the card is from that groomer where we used to take Bumpy to get his haircut. She was one of the people that groomed. And at that time, we were trying to figure out if we were going to breed Bumpy, remember? And she was like, oh, well, I actually breed dogs. So here's my number and my information. The stud part was because I think that her dog was a male or something like that. I don't know if that's what they refer to male dogs as. But she was the groomer at the place where we took Bumpy, and she breeded dogs because she was talking about how nice he was and how good of a dog he was and how he was a purebred and this, that, and the third. That's who Nancy is.
So the stud part had what to do with what?
With the dog.
What?
Not her. Nancy, that lady, first of all, that lady is probably like 4'9", okay? Older than me.
Was she a stud?
No.
I don't think the word stud had anything to do with the dogs.
Okay, well.
Who wrote it? Because that wasn't your handwriting.
No, it wasn't my handwriting. She wrote it down.
Because I know your penmanship.
Right. You definitely know my penmanship. No, I didn't write that.
Read the question. Read the questions.
Miss Ann said Candy don't believe you.
No, I don't.
She was there.
But here's the thing. We ain't together no more and I don't have to. You see what I'm saying? I don't believe her. But
she don't care. That's the thing about it. And it's so funny because I literally wanted
Zan said Shawn got that together quick.
I literally wanted to call the place and be like, hey, does Nancy still work there or
Let's call.
Whatever.
Let's call.
We can.
Let's call. Where the business card at?
In the car.
Okay. Well, we got time today.
Girl, because this is what I
Huh? Do y'all have time for Shawn to call? Because we finna call.
But they probably not even open right
Yeah, now they ain't open. It's 4 o'clock everywhere, and now they ain't open. Shawn done went to the car to get the business card. If y'all want Shawn to call, say we want you to call because, hey, listen, y'all want Shawn to call? Girl, Shawn done went to the car to get the business card. Shawn done went to the car to get the business card. Y'all said she cared she wouldn't be doing all this. Tanisha said, who messy? I'm messy.
Oh, or better yet,
We
don't even have to call the police. We can just call the police.
You say hi to the best friends?
Hi, best friends.
Instead of calling the police, we can call the number if you want to. Because what's their hours? Yeah, they only open till 3. So they not open.
They not open?
Nope.
We should have did this video over an hour ago.
Let's call Nancy.
What you finna say? Do you still groom?
I sure am.
Be like, okay, we finna be like, okay, we gonna call you. We ain't got dog the first. Shh. Shawn texted her and said, don't answer the phone when I call you. Shawn texted her on her way outside to get the business.
Your call has been forwarded to voice.
Girl, the lady, hopefully the lady is still on this side of the Jordan. But she'll call back, I'm sure. But anyway, but yeah.
Diane said that she's still a stud.
I don't know. I ain't seen that lady since we got rid of the dog.
Dawn said, call and say, are you still studying? She said, call and say, are you still? Kennedy, who is Nancy?
The picture touch?
I don't know, girl. We used to take Bumpy to somebody named Nancy.
Maybe. Oh, yeah. Was that the grooming lady?
I don't know, girl. I
I feel
don't
like
know.
ghetto little show.
She had a ghetto shop.
To get a little shot.
She had a ghetto shop.
It like stunk so bad in there.
Like that.
Oh, you thinking about the other place? No, we was talking about the grooming place, not the
the boarding place.
the boarding place.
Oh.
No, not that place.
The vet was nice. It was like better than my doctor's office.
The vet, I know it looked like a mall.
Yeah, that
You
vet
talking about
was
that vet way up off of 355?
But yeah, let me just in case she calls back while we still talking to the best friends. Can we leave in 15 minutes?
You been drinking enough water, kid? All right, you be leaving in a minute for practice. So y'all don't have no. Diane said, "Girl, ghetto Nancy." Y'all don't have no questions for Shawn. Do y'all believe Shawn? I want to know in the comments, best friends. Do y'all have any questions for Shawn? Do y'all believe Shawn?
But trust and believe, best friends. If I did have somebody or I was talking to somebody, their phone number would not be sitting in my car. It would be in my phone.
Mm-hmm.
And better yet, this is another example. Look,
Rita
I wish
said-
I could.
Rita said, "Shawn, you don't have to answer all these questions. Candy just being in
Girl, I
your
don't
business."
care. But this is the part. Like, I don't care. That's the thing. So this gives you an idea. Since this is the number, let me block it out. If I
You
had
gonna be
been,
on camera?
no, I'm gonna do like this. If I had been communicating with this person, best friends, wouldn't there have been some kind of history in my phone besides the call that I just made a few moments ago?
You could have hit that. You could have hit that delete button.
Are you serious?
Cause didn't you take your phone out there with you?
No, I did not. It was sitting right there in the chair.
I didn't see it, but I was paying attention because I was live. I was paying attention over here because I was live.
No.
I'm just saying. I wasn't paying attention to where your phone was placed.
I let that narcotic go. All that little lying and carrying on and all that stupid stuff that I used to do back in the day. Girl, she ain't got time for that.
Tammy said, I believe Chaun. Miss Rita said, yes, I believe Chaun. Zan said, we do with crying, laughing faces. Jamie said, I believe you, best friend, girl. Y'all got a lot of faith in Chaun. Ooh, everybody got it. I told y'all a long time ago, y'all got a lot of faith in Chaun. Ooh, y'all got a lot of faith in Chaun.
Sheila said, Shawnee, did you put the card so the Candy could find it? Absolutely not. Girl, when I tell you that, no. Nobody got time to be
Not did you put it where she
games.
could find it.
No, ma'am.
Miss Ann said Candy is a hot damn mess. No. That's because, look, I ain't got nothing else to do today. You see what I'm saying? I'm off work now. Kennedy getting ready to go to practice. It's beautiful outside. The sun is shining. And I just said, you know what? I just wanted to know. Inquiring minds just want to know. You see what I'm saying? I just want to know. Yeah. Clotella said, honey, the car should be dissolved with the South Carolina sun. Yeah. Thank you, best friend. Dolores said she likes my hair. Thank you very much, best friend. Miss Chanel said, we have faith in both of you guys, best friends. Thank you. Yeah.
Debbie said, y'all got me Googling dogs and stuff.
Right.
Is that what they refer to male dogs? Debbie, since you Googled it?
Well, you should know. She wrote stud.
But I didn't tell that lady right there. I don't know why she wrote that.
You didn't ask her why you wrote. I would have said, ma'am, what does this mean? That's what I would have asked her. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, Miss Ann said, were you the parking lot wife? Were you in the parking lot?
Girl, no. Okay, so yeah, it says, yes, a male dog used for breeding is called a stud or stud dog. This term is used because they are selected for their ability to breed, often based on factors like pedigree, health, and temperament. A male dog that has already fathered puppies is also referred to as a sire.
So why would she write that on your card?
Because Bumpy was a boy.
But we're the owner of Bumpy.
Right. So I don't know if she was putting that on there because he could be a stud or because she breeds dogs.
But why would I write what you have? You see what I'm saying? Like that don't...
Ask her when she calls. I have no idea.
Zan said, Candy, tell the truth. Was you hottest fish Chris? I promise you I wasn't. I just, listen, I find myself, maybe it's the Aries in me, I find myself just wanting to know what's going on and I sometimes, I don't always, I sometimes look for opportunities to be a little messy from time to time. And I seen the opportunity to inquire about Chaun's personal business and be a little messy at the same time. And so I took it. And so, no, I'm not jelly. No, I don't feel away. I just was like, girl, I thought we talked. We might not be together no more, and we might not talk about everything. But I think
we barely talk. We talk about these kids in the business.
You don't think we talk
at all?
Ever?
Barely.
We talk a little bit
here and there.
We talk a little bit, you know. Yeah. Tammy said, Candy, I like how you keep this community spicy. There's never a dull moment over here. Exactly, Tammy. Somebody appreciates my talent, you see?
See, Candy don't want me to put my messy hat on.
What? What you got for me? No. What you got for me? What you gonna tell them about how I told you about the men at work that be flirting with me?
Trying to take you off a taco?
Specifically the one gentleman that really, he must like them big. I don't know.
Trying to take you out. Skinny look. Trying to take you out for margaritas and tacos, honey.
Well, he's a Mexican guy, but he was just telling me, he was like, "Do you like Mexican food?" And I'm like, "Of course, come on." Like,
are you kidding?
Are you kidding me? So then he was asking me like, what are some of my favorite restaurants? So I told him, I said, your girl loves some La Mex. Mm-hmm. Just somebody else. I live for La Mex, and I compare everybody's tacos and everything to La Mex. So we were talking, and he was just like, but they're Americanized. And so he was just like, I gotta take you to Paco. He was telling me about Paco's. He was like, I gotta take you to Paco's Tacos in the city, and we gotta go to the city, and blah, 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 blah. And so I was like, and so then he asked if I had kids, and I told him about the twins, and he was saying that they're the same age as his daughter. And so he was just like, we all gotta You
Aw,
know?
look at him trying to set up a play date.
And I was like, no. So then he was like, when I see you, he asked me if I spoke Spanish. I told him no. But now, like, so I've said certain things to him, very small things. Like, good morning, how you doing?
Muy caliente.
No. Like, good morning, how you doing? That whole thing, right? So we'll have very basic conversations. And like, once he realized, okay, she had like a small, short conversation in Spanish, he was like, okay, no more English. Like now when you interact with me, we're going to only speak Spanish. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, I'll tell you. And so then, like, that's the thing. But girl, no.
So now you got a Spanish teacher.
No, but no, that's it, girl. I don't have nothing else going on. I don't have no other fish in the grease. But that's it. And there's nothing there, because that's one thing, I'm not interested in doing is dating somebody that I work with. So yeah. Dawn said, people who have a history of lying and then losing everything after getting caught. What? Hold on. What you saying? Hold on, Dawn. People who have a history of lying and then losing everything after getting caught move differently when they are truly repentant and seeking forgiveness and reconciliation. They will answer every question. They will answer.
You need me to read it?
Yeah.
Okay, so Don said, people who have a history of lying and then losing everything after getting caught move differently when they are truly repentant and seeking forgiveness and reconciliation. They will answer every question you have to exhaustion without complaining or leaving out details. Trust is easily destroyed, but it can be restored if the offender is willing and strong enough to stay the course of truth and transparency until the offended says when, in my honest opinion. I think she might be referring to me as to why I'm answering your question.
Wow. Yeah. So, I don't know. No, I believe Chaun. I just like I said, Chaun and I used to have a relationship where even as friends, we would tell each other everything. So when I seen it, I was like, dang. I was like, Myrtle got a little friend and ain't saying nothing. So I was just digging. Huh?
It wouldn't be Nancy.
Well, you can't control what the lady name is. I mean, that might be a little bit older name, but
I have known one Nancy in my life, and it was what would he be? He would be my great cousin's wife. That's just to put perspective in the name Nancy. Now, no offense to any best friends who happens to be named Nancy, but I'm just trying to let you know, like, historically in my life, I've not known any Nancys. Like, the last Nancy that I knew was like my grandmother's age. So,
well, I don't know no other Shaunitas either, but.
Well, girl, I mean, yeah, because, they retired my name too. But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Now they recycling again and they going back to, the old faithful names and stuff.
Yeah. So I don't know, girl. I don't know. But some of the best friends was like, the man at the office was big flirting with you. That's what Tammy said. I don't know. He might have been. He might not have been. I don't know. It ain't going nowhere.
I told Candy, I said, girl, you better go ahead and get you some tacos.
I'm not interested.
You ain't even got to get nothing else, just some tacos.
I am not interested at all. I was flattered, but I'm not interested. Yeah. Sheila said, girl, we all had a little messy boots moment.
I know y'all did, but it's okay. And trust and believe, girl. When I tell you, girl, I ain't doing nothing.
Okay, so Myrtle, it begs the question. When you do have a friend, I know you said you're not really going to tell the best friends, or you going to tell me?
Probably not.
Oh.
Not unless you ask.
Do you have a friend?
I ain't just going to come in the house and be like, guess what?
Well, now we finna ask. Do you have a friend?
I don't.
Have you met anybody or, started you a little profile or anything?
I have not.
Ow. Yeah.
Nope and nope. I have a friend in Jesus.
What a friend we have. Yeah. Dawn said if the name on the paper was Chandronica, we wouldn't believe a word of the story. Exactly.
Or Lisa, or
Exactly.
Michelle, or something like that.
Yeah. Girl, Angelina said, girl, Candy, who was Nancy? I don't know, girl. We still don't unequivocally know. Sean called, but girl, the lady, she probably texted the lady and said, don't answer the phone, girl. She probably said, I'm finna call you, don't answer the phone. She probably said, I'm finna call you, don't answer the phone, and then deleted the history.
People have time to do that.
Yeah, I don't know. What? Thank you to all. Oh, side note, thank you to all of the best friends who have been ordering your mystery boxes from Sincerity Johnson. We love and appreciate each and every one of you guys.
Yes. Tremendous.
Over the next several days, I know Friday, I'll be putting them together. Probably Friday, afternoon or evening? Mm-hmm. I'll be putting them together. I will probably go live on the Sincerity Johnson page while I'm doing that too. So, yeah. Does anybody else have any questions for Chaun, for me? I know Chaun is on her way out the door. She's dropping Kennedy off at practice today. But does anybody have any questions at all? Oh, Tammy said, Candy, do you have a friend? Have you started a profile? I do not have a profile. And I don't have a friend. I will say that I don't have a friend. And I'm going to say I don't have a friend because the little guy from work, I haven't even given him my number, nothing like that. So, nope. Candy ain't got no friends. No. But yeah, any other questions, best friends? Any other questions? I don't see any other questions, but let me know if I missed anything.
Okay, Miss Cicely, I see you said you just text for a mystery bag bundle. I will get you taken care of, love, in just a moment.
Thank you, Miss Cicely. I got the business phone, so Chaun will definitely text you guys back momentarily. I seen a couple requests I think came in.
Yeah, just give me a moment because I have to get Miss Kennedy to practice. But as soon as I am stationary, I will make sure I get you guys taken care of.
You know what? I can drive her to practice. I'll take her. Yeah, I'll take her. Yeah. Zan said, would you be interested in crossing the border? What she mean crossing the border?
She want to know if you want to play in the other pond.
In the other pond? This is the thing, Miss Ann. I'm not opposed to it. I am not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to dating a guy. But I don't know the guy that's going to want to really be serious about me. Because I don't cook. I'm not going to cook. I post little clips and ask y'all what y'all think about how I did and all of that. But that's just for laughs and giggles. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not opposed to it, but I don't see it happening, if that makes sense. Yeah. So, yes. I don't see any other questions. Huh? Okay. Well, all right, best friends. Let me get out the door since I volunteered to take Kennedy to practice. Let me run and get her where she need to go. I love you guys. Have an amazing night. This was fun. Girl, we hope at some point Nancy call back. If she do, I'm going to try my hardest to grab the camera and record the nature of the conversation if I overhear anything. Right. Let me see.
And I love you, best friends, and thank you for being a part of the mess.
Y'all heard Chaun. She said, I love you. Thank you for being a part of the mess. Well, anyway, you guys have an amazing night and know that the absolute best is yet to come. But baby, we still got work to do. Good night. Wait, the button.